Good evening. I did some research, and what I found in this link that I'm going to post in the description box below is called Fugitive Crime. And what I found, I really will be very cautious with how I describe it. But in, put it bluntly, it's about the Hollywood elites, sex pedophilia, crimes committed by members of the clergy, politicians, and more. And the video is pretty in depth. I need some water real quick. Um, I see red flags all over this whole thing with the elections, and I see red flags over the arrest over P. Diddy. I think he being arrested, the time that he's been arrested, is just the timing of it is strange. And when you watch the fugitive crime video link, I think you'll get what I mean. And you'll find out more as you watch this video. The connection of Kamala Harris and P. Diddy and also Will Smith is very strange. Also, Donald Trump's relationship with P. Diddy is also interesting. So there's red flags all over this that cannot be ignored. It's on both sides. So it has me wondering, how late are we into the soon return of Jesus Christ, about the corruption, the child abuse? Child abuse is saying it lightly. The rape, molestation, and sexual abuse of children is epidemic. It's a crime that we haven't talked about this. Long time ago, 1985, I'm going to take you there. I walked in on a pedophile, and he was charged with 11 counts of molesting boys. He was in charge of a daycare center, and when I walked in, I didn't literally walk in on him, but I had knocked on the door of the daycare center. I would have been in trouble for leaving school, which I had done, to find my sisters at this daycare center, as I was told by another student that my sisters were at this daycare center. So I went and left school to find them there. When he answered the door, I heard screaming. So I walked on screaming children. And lo and behold, the police got involved because my uncle, I ran to my uncle's beer distributor, and he called the police, and then the police got there, and my sisters were removed from my mom's custody. We were placed in foster homes immediately after that, as emergency custody was awarded from the courts to the foster care department in another county, which is the county I live in now. So we were in orphans court for the remainder of our childhood. So I know a little bit more about child pedophiles and child pedophile rings, and I could go into a story about this. Maybe not now, but I can tell you that the crimes against children is real. I saw it firsthand, and I should tell my story more in depth. But because he was charged with 11 counts of raping children, he got off on a technicality and never served time for this crime. He died about 3 years ago. So whenever it was time for the victims to be compensated, according to the laws here in Pennsylvania and also other states, you can get compensation for the crimes against your, the crimes done unto you as a child. You can sue the abuser that abuses you according to the Pennsylvania law and statutes. But apparently, my sister's case never went anywhere, and I don't know what happened to other victims' cases or at that point. But there's a 50-year, you have to be 50 years old is the limit. But after watching this video, I don't know, I would like to hear a response from you, what you think about this. What I don't understand is, why would Donald Trump be connected to all these people with all these criminal behaviors? I mean, I know he's not connected to it now, but why was he connected to it to begin with? Why was he friends with these types of people? Like, I want somebody that is a candidate that is not connected to any of this. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Which, I'm going to switch gears here for a moment. Brings me to the point about the Lord. You know, the Lord says in the Word that you who harm a child, it'd be better for you to have a millstone hung around your neck and thrown into the sea. If the wrath of God is not going to be upon this world for the crimes that done against children and the innocent blood that's been shed against children, I don't know what the outcome of this election is going to be, but the crimes against children and the crimes that are done, and believe me, however this election goes, you still got to look at both sides of the issues. Both of them have their set of problems. I'm just trying to be diplomatic here. I know the better of the two can only go one way right now. I'm cautious, but I see red flags everywhere. I don't like the sense I'm getting. So I'm going to just park it here for now, but we're going to pick up this discussion in a later time. I decided to do some research, and I want to have an informed vote. It's the same thing like whenever you make a healthcare decision, it's called informed consent. You do the same thing. You vet your decisions, you vet your information, make an informed decision on who you vote for. If you feel that candidate is the right vote for you, then you clearly are making the right choice. You're not going to regret your decision. You can go to bed at night. That's the way I look at it. No one can say, why would you vote for that person? You say, I clearly weighed out all the issues that I feel are important to me, and I voted this way. And that's how you go. But watch for that link in the description box below, because it goes both ways. There are two candidates here with two very similar issues going on, and it all ties down to P. Diddy. And it is very, very, and I haven't even mentioned the church pastors that are falling away. This is all prophecy. We cannot ignore it. It says, do not ignore or deny prophecy. It is very serious right now. God commanded us to watch for these things to happen. Okay. Good night. God bless.